I don't need these. What's up, everybody? I go by Race, Rayce. Find me at Raycetv.com. Let's raise the bridge. Pushed the curtains aside, twisted the blinds. Took a look, but it never matters what I find. A whole life based upon observation. But if I never raise that bar, I'm still baseless. Like, what am I saying if every verse is catchy? Some may nod their heads, but I can't rest in peace. A contradiction walking in untrackable dimensions with a long list of honorable mentions. I didn't make music, the music made me. All I ever had to do was show up and breathe. Write a couple bars while something was lurking over my shoulder, growing more omnipresent the farther I've walked. The older I got and the more I spoke. Never take it for granted, I know how easily things can be revoked. So in the meantime, with these couple seconds, I concentrate my focus on delivering a message. And what that focus may be will shift, but in time we make it happen, delivering a gift to each and every critic willing to listen. I got that auditory presence that I think you've been missing. And what that focus may be will shift, but in time we make it happen, delivering a gift to each and every critic willing to listen. Shout out to my mom. Make it my mission to market the movement, the lucid illusion to the delusional we fast track past. Keep the fast raps for ass caps, top 40 pop teen trash, and I mean that, a cut above or below, all the same if you let it be. Trying to find a balance while stuck with all these fees, and it would seem to be nothing new, but growth has been present from counting down a release date to planning out my next trip. Taking all these exits from off ramps to tarmacs while local MCs still remix. We off that, hoping a mixtape will change fate, but never invest a dollar on production rates and point the blame everywhere, but internally remain the same. Eternally, I reach through speech at point blank, meaning it is tangible, something you can relate to, knowing how it is to be stuck on your own too. And what that focus may be will shift. Thank you, OG Husky Radio. Thank you, Top Rank, back there doing it for me.
OGSKRadio.com. What's the name of that track, man?
That actually, I just released a music video about a week and a half ago. That is Raise the Bridge.
What's the bridge we're raising, or what is
Raise the Bridge, for me, it was just really a lot of, as far as the personal, the bridge of wanting to get to that next level, but it being, to me, it's more of a bridge where, like, I'm just going to walk to it. It's not, I don't feel like it's anything too hard to climb to, or like I got to sell out to.
Is it on a personal level, or is it on a, music level, business level? What is the bridge that, you know what I mean? What is it for you?
For me lately, thankfully, man, it's just been a little bit of everything, to where I see, like, to me, I think everything goes together really well. So when the music is working, when my life is kind of doing well, then everything, I just go with the flow, because I don't know how it's going to be tomorrow. So I just keep that going. I keep trying to raise it all, and, you know, just remain grateful along the way.
You've been doing it for a little while and shit.
While.
What's a success then, man? I mean, you've progressed, honestly, just from coming here and dropping tracks, like lyrically, delivery wise, you know what I mean? I could tell it, you know what I mean? But what is the real success then for you then? Like, what is it? What are you gonna achieve through it, dude? You know what I mean?
Through the music.
Yeah.
Well, I was just talking to my boy Ricardo about that today on the way here. For me, it's kind of like, I feel, because I am definitely still rooted in my education, college, and addiction counseling. For me, it's always been a matter of, I would never want to just go to college and may or may not become monetarily successful because I have some degrees and I can tell people how to help themselves. But at the same time, I'm not sure that I would really be content with putting all that aside and going strictly with the music and just making the money that way either. So for me, success, it's really been a long road, but it's been a beautiful road along the way of being able to mix both worlds.
Let's be perfectly honest, man. To make it in this climate, in the music industry climate right now, monetarily, you know what I mean, to make it, you might have to compromise, or you might have to change some things up. Is it that you're not willing to do that, or you haven't found yourself at that point yet? But what are your views on that? And I'm saying this being perfectly honest, like, look at the people that are successful in quote unquote hip hop right now. You know what I mean? Like, obviously topics, but go ahead and answer, man. Like,
I think for me, that's why I love being here, is the fact that, you know, it's a very humble, very blunt conversation. no one's getting gassed up, no one's getting disrespected. And for me, it's always been a matter of just trying to keep it the lifestyle, not the label, like that whole branding that I have going. And I recently, like just over these last 2-3 weeks, almost a month now, I actually ended up getting a manager who now I'm kind of able to invest financially in videos and actually marketing my music versus like doing guerrilla marketing on my own all the time.
So then, let's even just get on that. So then the guerrilla marketing is just the beginning, then you have to move on. Is that just like, is it the progress, or is it like something you're working on? You knew that already?
I think the more and more I got involved with doing shows and everything as far as the actual business aspect of it, it became obvious to me that, I mean, the guerrilla marketing, like bringing my own business cards all the time, things like that since the beginning is it's about as good a first step as I could have had because I was willing to put in that effort. But I feel like when we're talking about making it as far as like being on tours and being on different various shows throughout the world, that's where I feel like, you have to find some kind of financial
But
backing.
you have done that too, though.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, let's not downplay it or not talk about that either, though. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the success of what you do. Like, you know what I mean? You're always willing to look past that and continue building, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what's the project? What's the latest project we have right now, then?
Right now, that track, as well as the one I'm going to have you play the audio later, is called New Version of Old Soul. It's kind of like, I've had the Traveling Man EP, I've had little compilations where it's just kind of like, okay, I have 10 tracks, I have 15 tracks, let's make a CD out of it. But a New Version of Old Soul is more the first one where I really feel like this is a complete album. You know, like these are tracks that I put together, these are things that I'm working on as a cohesive project, more so than just like, let me hit the studio when I can. So with that, that's where I was originally going to release it, actually sometime June. And now through having this management behind me, we are structuring it a little more.
When could we look for it to be done then and all that?
Now it's looking like I probably will hold off until January. So we're gonna have
quite a bit.
we're gonna have music videos in between, obviously. And as far as like everything has still been out of my pocket, all the videos, all the production, and so from this point forward is where it's barely going to be from the first time having more like financial backing to be able to produce the videos I've always wanted to work on. But I just, you just don't have the money.
Check the archives because we have spoke about that before too and shit. Check on the archive, OGSQ Radio, RACE. What's the website, man?
RAYCETV.com.
And what's the next track we're going to get into? Have Top Rank load that up.
That one also has a music video. It's produced by Cookbook of LA Symphony, but it's a track called Heaven.
How'd you hook up with Cookbook, or how does that come about, man?
My same homie out from Oxnard, Vincent Serrano, the cat out there, he been in touch with them, and we ended up working that out to where we were able to get the production from him. And we were able to shoot it out here in LA. I had Beardo actually go and make a cameo in the video. I got my boy here. I'll probably have him jump on the couch and do a quick little interview with me. But we were able to put it all together and shoot the video out here.
I peeped that shit. Yeah, and then Cookbook's cool ass cat, man.
Very humble. Shit. We actually met at one of the Rock the Bells shows.
Word up, OGSQ Radio.
Go ahead and play that.
We got goals and some plans to match. No excuses if it's in our hands. We got faith even if it's not the same. Passion and actions change the game. Jotting down thoughts just to pick up off the writer's block. I do this because it's leave an imprint. Goals from ambitions, count me in. The traveling man is a mysterious place. Some spend their whole life caught up in the chase and the hustle and the struggle in search of a mind state. Never really taking the time to self-evaluate. Is it figurative or literal? A parable to match all these stories that are biblical. Enlightenment, heightening of senses were given somewhere along the lines of alchemy and spiritualism. I want to not only be a part of me, but something I can help my sisters and brothers achieve. Fighting all these demons must be something watching, but with superficial religions I cannot link. Out of reach, prove it to me plainly. Otherwise I'm waiting on the next plane to leave. Passport, backpack, plus tons of foreign land. Count me in, the traveling man. We got goals and some plans to match. No excuses if it's in our hands. We got faith even if it's not the same. Passion and actions change the game. Jotting down thoughts just to pick up off the writer's block. I do this because it's leave an imprint. Goals from ambitions, count me in. Do I see the irony? Is this really a lifestyle? Don't you cherish privacy? Truth is, I do this because it's God-given. Gaining optimism daily, hoping to make a difference. Leave an imprint, goals from ambitions that otherwise never would have grown to fruition. Now that there is heaven on earth, similar to the experience of being across the globe from your place of birth, yet still at home, regardless of location, learning to atone. I want a peace of mind, but don't know which. Busy carving my own niche instead of being short-lived. In an attempt toward thinking long-term, I project with passion these obscure words. We got goals and some plans to match. No excuses if it's in our hands. We got faith even if it's not the same. Passionate actions change the game. Jotting down thoughts just to pick up off the writer's block. Truth is, I do this because it's leave an imprint. Goals from ambitions, count me in. The traveling man. Ambitions, goals we all strive toward. A babbling champion campaigning for what for? Check your hearts at the door. Lost, not yet found. The story of so many souls, regardless of the town. It's become quite eclectic, with or without consent. That 6 man on a bench, the shoulders we crawled upon just to disrespect. The second we moved up from that ground floor. So catch me in the lobby moving forward toward Providence. I keep a long list of those I've shared gratitudes with. Independent but never alone. I let the conscious collective decide where I roam. From home to Rome to wherever I touch next. No VIP necessary, make it easy to connect. Rocking whole sets in the crowd, how I rep. Aware of my every step, knowing I'm blessed. We got goals and some plans to match. No excuses if it's in our hands. We got faith even if it's not the same. Passionate actions change the game. Jotting down thoughts just to pick up off the writer's block. Truth is, I do this because it's leave an imprint. Goals from ambitions, count me in. The traveling man. Jotting down thoughts.
Rayce.tv, am I correct?
No, Raycetv.com. Yeah.
YTV.com. Why is that, man?
Originally, when I changed it from the super long title I had, I was gonna make it Race.tv, but I figured it might be a little confusing to the people who aren't hip to all the different domain styles.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to keep it Raycetv.com. And the TV is just like kind of the whole branding, the lifestyle, not the label. Is like I always want to keep it that transparency, that visual.
Who we got with you, man? Go and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's up, man? My name is Charles Manzini.
Talking your manly voice.
Charles Manzini. Yeah, it's Charles Manzini from Glassell Park area.
Oh, word up. Nella, Northeast Los Angeles,
Yeah.
huh? What's up, man? What's your affiliation with this guy, man, or what's up?
Race, I met him about 2-3 years ago out down in Ventura. So I used to perform out there. I used to play in a band.
Okay, what you use? What instrument or what'd you do?
Percussion.
Skin flute.
Ah, damn.
I play percussion. So
Okay.
that's how I met him out there. Got linked up. And then little by little, I was always, interested telling artists from out there to come out to LA and perform.
Okay.
And just social media, back and forth. The next thing you know, we're chilling. Came through, hit up a show at the Airliner. And from there, we just started keeping in touch more.
Word up. And now he turned you into an actor or whatever with
A
that
discount Action Bronson from what the YouTube comments say.
Well, the thing with me, I'm an artist as well, but I kind of like to do a little bit of everything.
shit? Yeah.
So my main thing is, as an artist, you got to support your, other artists. So anything that I could offer to help out with, I'm down.
Word up, man.
So yeah, we started with that, and he had this idea for his video down here, and I was like, well, dude, it fits with the song. I'll play a homeless man. I don't care.
Yeah. So what's the name of that track, and where can they find to get them all that good stuff?
That
I can see his acting. Was it your acting debut?
It was.
No, but with
Other
him,
than the fluffer video.
music video, yeah.
Where can they find it? What is it?
It's on YouTube. It's Rayce, and then just Heaven. So, you can find that one. Just same thing, Rayce, Raise the Bridge. And that's why I want to do those two, because I know the last time I was on here, I was trying to remember, and I think it was when I released the EP. So those are the two progressions since then. And we just went today to secure location and everything for the next one of the 4 videos that we're going to be doing with my management and everything else.
And we're not looking until January for that project, right? Really?
Right. Periodically, we'll be releasing the videos. Probably like once every month, once every month and a half, 2 months at the most.
Yeah.
But what we're really trying to do is branch out, like continue to market in California, obviously, but also hit the East Coast and like the Midwest and do more of a market analysis type thing to see like what exactly we need to do to get into those areas versus just getting on the grind. Definitely still gonna be grinding though.
Of course. Want to thank you for coming through. Any shout outs before we cut out, man? What's up?
I got some family watching, so definitely my cousin Amanda, my mom, of course. My mom's always watching.
Straight up.
My boy Ricardo and his brother are the ones who are gonna be shooting all the videos.
So
for us.
who's the management company? Can we announce that yet? What's the name of the management company?
It's kind of still under wraps, but I mean, it's right now. I mean, it's just the one I'm building with the most is my homie Daniel. He and I are kind of just constantly on the grind, vibing, coming up with ideas, and really just brainstorming to see what's next. And it's been a good thing, man. Really, for me, it's always about coming from a place of peace and a place of sincerity. So to be able to feel like everything that's coming along right now is very fast paced compared to like having to do it all myself, but I feel like nothing has been rushed or kind of like I'm not really having to force myself into anything right now. Everything is just, it's still very organic.
Word up, man. Thanks for coming through, man. As always, man. Word up. OJSK Radio. Give them the website one more time, man.
That's RayCetv.com.
OJSK Radio. Stay posted. DJ Top Rank.